Vampire and Monkey have really been the duo for WE to push things forward. I think if you separate the game plan here, even with Galio being able to make that heroic entrance, it's going to be difficult to have that. Lasted for, you know, quite a while. I mean, there was a 5-minute period where it was difficult to take advantage, but now it's WE who's just walking up and taking Dragon for free. Now this Dragon's going to lose at least a bit of value because Soul is very delayed in this game, but still definitely a nice Cloud Drake to get for WE. This Herald, see how much AL want to invest into trying to contest.
They're a little hesitant to walk in, but they're going to move Hope over with Kyle and Tarzan. TP coming in, but the Rift Herald's already going low. Dredgeline connects on to Kyle. He's in a little bit of trouble. Chains of Corruption on the back of it. All the CC chain you could ever ask for coming in through WE. TP comes in. Shanks tries to find it. Monkey flashes preemptively. Really nicely timed. And now Vampire can find an angle if he wants to. Trying to go for Shanks. Shanks sidesteps it. Does flash away from the wall bang. He's actually moving on him now. Tarzan finds an angle on the Vampire, but they left Taeyun. Taeyun flashes over back to the rest of the team. Luckily, WE still have strength in numbers, right? As Flandre tries to find an angle, goes for the double, and he ends up finding the twofold hex. And now Tarzan overextends himself. He gets taunted in the end. Monkey's going to try to chase him down, but it's the clone, guys! You targeted the wrong member! Keeper's Verdict going to come through, and Hope gets just gunned down, or I guess burnt down by Cube. And honestly, I feel like we're right back. I'm not saying we're Game 1 Andes for this squad, but maybe they are.
I mean, it's unbelievable map control from WE. They take the Dragon, they rotate immediately with their grubs down to bot lane to get this turret. I mean, everything on the map is theirs right now. AL are playing super reactively. They are going to be able to, you know, take this turret on the top side, which is a nice get from them. I believe they got first turret, which is still only to walk away with a series loss. We will see if they end up, you know, falling to tradition in this one, as they really are greeting to get this mid lane tier 1. They will be able to take it down, but fun little statistic.
But we're still down here to posture around the Atacon.
Yeah, that's the objective here. It's Atacon. AL looking.
They saw that there was only 2 of them there, but they missed the play on the Vampire. Keeper Verdict going to bring 2. The wall bang right into Hope, or at least to take him out as well. Straight to the brain. And that's going to be 2 quick kills for WE that leads into the Atacon. Tarzan going to go for a desperate play. Tries to get Karis. The stun, the CC. Atacon kills him. Flandre gets the kill in the end. Long distance style. And now Tarzan actually has an angle here. I mean, you've already lost Karis. He died with his heroic entrance down. Tarzan could get in here and try to steal this one. They're going to go in with the Between World. Flandre trying to put on his best breathe performance here, but he's getting taken down by Taeyun, who flashes on him. Meanwhile, Tarzan ends up finding the kill on the Vampire. They're in a very good position here.
This is a great setup for WE.
Tarzan! He just goes in on Taeyun. There's a heroic entrance in. It's going to knock up multiple, but they do end up getting the denial on that one. Tarzan now getting burned by the Flame Spitter. Magnet Storm into 3, but they don't have the damage. Hope and Flandre weren't there. You can't go in like that if you don't have your damage. Dragon to WE. We're just rinsing AL right now.
This is what we were talking about. It's the
disconnect. His second item, but he still really needs that third. As they go fight for the Vision, Kyle gonna dodge out of the Dredgeline. 5 League of Legos. As I think Phil Collins might be wrestling around right now. Tarzan goes in. He's looking for the engage. Chains of Corruption comes right back onto him. Kyle tries to go for the counter on the Magnet Storm, but he's just getting bursted down. It's a front to back for WE that they love to take here. And now you've lost your front line. Dredgeline goes a little bit wide. Shanks still waiting for this big trigger pull. He doesn't have flash, but he has the tippers. Hope getting some damage back down as well. Keeper's Verdict goes in. The flash from Cube kind of counter strike, as now they go back in with the Hope play, but they go on to Hope, and Hope dies. He gets a lot of damage back, and Flandre might be able to pick this one up. Flandre and Tarzan, the guys that AL brought in to be that leadership flagpole to come in, try to get Karis. He does end up going down. Tarzan coming over, and Shanks has made his way back. Taeyun, he's going to get ran down. It's a tippers. It's the damage done by Shanks, and he gets one back. It's a double kill for Cube, though, on the other end, and it is just blood across the rift. Shanks should get ran down by this combo. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a kill back. Does get the CC in there, and Tibbers is there, but it's not going to be to anything for AL, as they finally all
Rumble to take over the back end of the fight. So now you've got a Rumble to worry about on top of the fact that Taeyun... never mind. Bye, Shanks. See ya.
Okay, and then Tarzan just goes... AL are falling apart at the seams here. They're getting multi-different engages, but they're just falling apart. Hope is getting now ran down by the rest of WE. Flandre goes into the fight. Taeyun is down to Flandre. He does get the kill and tries to get back out. Tarzan now using his clone as a buffer, but gets dragged back to the depths to a double kill to Karis.
Well, I was gonna say it could have been worse for AL. That was the worst that it could have been, where you just get Shanks getting caught out and then Tarzan rage engaging to try and salvage the play. They are able to pick up Taeyun, who I believe had some sort of bounty, at least in that first fight, but that is a disastrous fight. Not only is it now Soul going over to the Taken after being danced over for the last 15
for 20
minutes.
minutes, yeah. Something like that.
Hope was in the area. I would have been so...
Anyone's legend. Their pick potential is still good. And we do have 3.5 items on Hope now. Karis, unfortunately, he's the one that has the global. As the redemption comes through, ends up buying some time, but not going to be nearly enough. TP play coming in from AL. They know that they want to fast play this Baron, so WE are here to poke out, and Hope loses a massive chunk of his health as another redemption reigns. Monkey can't get caught here. Shanks was looking for a CC chain onto him. Flandra has
on
a
the flank.
Flandra goes invisible. Flandra tries to find an angle. Tarzan just trying to get Taeyun, but he goes over a board. He goes over Ham, and now he's trying to get back in with the Cyclone, but Shanks flashes in, tries to get the play. It does nothing. He's about to die. Tibbers also joins that, and Shanks does end up getting away with a little bit of help. Tarzan is out of the fight, so that means no jungle pressure there, and not going to lie, WE don't lose much but the summoner spells.
Once again, it's an insane call to peel off the Baron and re-engage when WE is posturing. I get that the poke is scary, but this comp is so good at playing backwards, and that's exactly what WE have been allowed to do in all of these fights. AL, though, now trying to set up and trying to push forward themselves. Teleport coming in.
Oh, that is a big TP, but it's going to be countered here. They go for the preemptive engage between worlds. Going to be pop.
Dead.
Monkey getting low. Can they get him down? Flandra goes to the other side with the between worlds. Karis has finally joined the fight, but now he's getting chunked too. This is what the Gatling gun is really for, as Shanks trying to build up the next stun. Hope is tanking as he's getting rockets back into the back of Vampire. Unfortunately, he gets flashed on, and Monkey goes in with a heroic entrance on the back of him, and they just pick apart AL. Flandra has no damage to put down, and now WE with the Ocean Soul, with the strength at their back, with the wind in their sails, they're looking for a Baron.
What a lot going on to talk about here as the fight's not even over. Of course, that equalizer goes wide. Tarzan could be the next threat, though. You need to get the jungler off the rift.
This is just a forever fight, this entire game. It's actually insane, and WE have just started taking advantage of it. They're losing bodies left and right. Tarzan just bought his GA, and it's already popped as soon as he gets out on the map. And WE get a double kill for their 8-0-9 top lane rumble for the Giga Chad Cube.
And he showcased that scoreline in that fight, you know, one equalizer notwithstanding in terms of where he placed it, but that was a great fight from Cube. He was super low health the entire time playing on Edge. Overall, it's just a massive masterclass coming in from WE, understanding exactly where their pressure comes in and taking advantage of every bit of damage that they have. They're going to get Baron from it, and now you're looking at a situation where Game 1 Andy's living up to their title here today, at least so far. It would take a miracle for them to throw this lead at this point, but anything can happen here in the LPL as WE start their siege down mid lane.
They're just got to win the game.
Noting that it's collapsing bot lane as well. You do still have Flandra pushing on the top side. I don't think he'll be there much longer.
Can get a little bit of a bounty. They're going to lose so much for it, and they can even push for the Nexus turrets here. At some point, Flandra is going to need to stop rage splitting and come join the fight. They want to try to keep something going. They lose another turret, and that's going to be the tier 2 in bot side. Now, hovering over the inhib turret in bot side and taking down a Nexus turret in mid. Flandra finally quits his little escapades in the sides, comes to join the fight, but it might be too little, too late.
Yeah, it's a nightmare for an engage comp to feel like you can't go in, but here we go.
They go into Kyle. They do get the Chains of Corruption there as well. Don't get the second proc of it, though. But the next minion wave is coming in. The Baron buff still there for a minute and 20.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be tough for AL. Their last line of defense is crumbling.
Flandra is going to get taunted. Monkey's there. The final Nexus turret falls. Kyle decides he needs to go in. Heroic entrance on top of it all, though, and Kyle gets completely denied. Tarzan getting taken down by Cube in a solo bolo for the 9-0-10 top laner, and it is a WE masterclass in game number 1. AL, where have you gone? We don't know, but WE have taken your place, and game 1 is theirs.